I think my chopper gay. I pulled him out the closet. Is what Chief Keef said in a song regarding his gun, his chopper, if you will. And he pulled him out the closet. I'm pretty sure you can understand what that means. Um, Today is a full week since I started making these videos. Over the course of time, I got one video hit 200 views. I think it was 200. I don't even remember anymore. Um, 200 views, and 1 week later, and I'm still doing this content. And yesterday, you came into my house uninvited. Now you're just looking around. I know it's the nicest house around. I get it. Space? This dude just mocked me. That's crazy. What the fuck? No, I cursed in the first minute of the video. Now I won't get any money. Even though, Barrowman, I'm not monetized yet because I only got one video hit 200 views. And the other ones have like 4 or 5 views because I provide nothing of value to the people. Anyhow, today I want to talk about content. What is content? This is content. What you're watching right now is content. Now, I mainly just want to talk about just what kind of just the idea of, or it's really just how I feel about a lot of the videos that I see around, and I kind of think about it because I see a lot of cool videos where they put a lot of effort into it. You could tell, like, recently I discovered a guy named Bennett Melt, and I guess he already had like a long history on YouTube. I just didn't keep up with that, but I started to see videos where he was like, doing cooking videos, and I really recommend his channel. In fact, if I remember to do this, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He's a bigger creator. Like, I think he has like 300k subscribers for only like 6 videos, I think, which is pretty good. But also, he's already had experience. But he actually puts the effort into his content. You can tell that, he is doing good, So, pretty good content. But I think about that. And I think about the content that I want to make, And it just reminded me that why I kind of am doing this channel specifically. And it's mainly because I really want to make content that I will enjoy looking back on. Does that make sense? Like, I want to make content that I will enjoy looking back on, rather than content that's just trying to make me money. And I'm sure some people enjoy the content, but then, like, I don't want to name this person because I don't want him to think that I'm like talking shit about him. I know people love to shit on Mr. Beast. I don't have a problem with Mr. Beast. He just does the content that he wants. It's whatever. I don't really care. I think more of like, I wonder if he even enjoys what he's doing anymore. I just don't think that he does. Like, I think he just has this dopamine overload. I don't think he could really ever enjoy what he does. And then I think about it, and I'm like, I really just, it's not that I'm against like that the trendy style of content. Like, I literally watch for entertainment. I watch for entertainment. Like, trying the worst rated places on TikTok or whatever the fuck. Like, I watch shit like that. Like, I do like stuff like that. I just don't like content that's clearly fabricated, or the person presenting the content is just not even, it's not even them. Like, it is them, sorry, but it's not who they really are. And obviously, like, you have to have some element of entertainment. You can't just be a regular person just making content. Like, you have to have something that's worth watching. Like, right now you might be bored, so let me do something entertaining. All right, that's all you get for the entire video, But yes, so you have to have something that's entertaining for the people. Otherwise, why the hell? Why did I turn? Oh, fuck it. I'm so stupid. I turned them into planks, and I just needed the logs. You know what else we need? The flight logs. Anyways, you need to have some level of entertainment for the people, for the audience. For like, why should you watch this, right? Like, who am I to you? You know what I mean? But with some of these people, you could tell that they're just not being I don't know, it just doesn't feel real. I don't like fake shit. I feel like you're trying to insult my intelligence. And look, I get it. Kids will watch, well, like, I feel like it's easy for me, especially because I have really cringy humor. I could probably make them Roblox videos where I'm like, look guys, we just got the lucky egg in Roblox. Like, I could do that. Like, I could do that type of content, and I'm sure I can make some money off of that. But that's not what I want to do. That's not fun to me. That's just cash grab. Like, I want to make something that has meaning, even if it's nothing deep. Like, trying like the most trendy shit. Like, I know it has no meaning, right? But I want to make content that's fun for you and also fun for me, and it's like, it feels like you're just watching a friend, actually, because that's what I like. I feel like the feeling of watching a friend, just do content. That's cool, right? Like, I don't know, I feel like that's why my friends watch the content that I upload, because I don't know, it's just fun, right? And another good example for me is the Sidemen, the British YouTubers, British. I like their content. Sometimes I feel like they also suffer from like the Mr. Beastification. I'll give you a good example, of what I mean with that. Barrowman. Let me give the audience a good example of what I mean with that. What I'm trying to say is that, let me get more logs because I'm gonna be up there. How do you make the scaffolding? I don't know. Do I have enough? Yeah, I'm gonna make another one. A good example is whenever they do videos where they have like interviews, and it's actually kind of common with like Sidemen or Beta Squad, which they're like I don't want to say this because and then insult them. I actually do enjoy the Beta Squad content, but they're kind of like British YouTubers, the same style like as the Sidemen, just lesser known. Whenever they do like game show videos, sometimes they have like interviews where they're talking about something happening. I'm gonna struggle to explain this because I suck at explaining things. It's like, say that you're anticipating something, like say that it's like a buzzer beater type of thing, like and then they have this interview, like they added as part of the edit where they're like, I don't know if I was gonna win this. Like I was trying to think of like I'm trying to think of something. Like they're talking as if the event hasn't, like, it's not over yet, as if they were really pulled away from what's going on and they're giving you the real-time thoughts. There's no clear winner. It's like, it can really go to anybody. But those interviews are actually recorded after the fact, sometimes after the entire shoot is done. Like, that's the last thing that they do before heading home, those interviews. But they're talking about them in real time as if they don't know what's going to happen. And it takes me out because I know that that's what's going on. Like, it takes me out because I know that those interviews are being made. I'm like, I don't know, like, I have to suspend my own disbelief here, right? Why is there, what are you, like, congregating there? All of y'all. Yeah, like, what do you guys, like, go here? Every time that I'm here, I see you guys here. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't want to say that it insults my intelligence. I think even they know that. Oh shit! Actually, let me not do that. I think even they know that the audience knows, but it's just, I don't know. It's not even that big of a deal either. That's just an example that I thought about on top of my head, right? But yeah, like, I know that interview is being made after the fact, so you know the winner. Or if they're playing a game of Find the Imposter or whatever, you already know the imposter because it's already happened. Kitty, can you remove your butt from my face? Respectfully. Like, genuinely. Like, for real. Like, FR, which means for real. Kitty, I have my candle on. This is why I can't have my candle on. I like my room smelling nice. I don't know if I ever talked about why I started to like candles. Kitty, I cannot access my keyboard. Kitty. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to play like this. Alright, chat. This is the problems of having a cat and letting her do whatever she wants. Alright. Thank you. Please don't push my camera. It takes me so long just to figure out how to get a decent angle. Just so I don't look that chopped. Hola. Hello. Sorry. Where was I at again? So yeah, it's like stuff like that where, like, or things are clearly fake. Like, see, like, again, Mr. Beast is a good example. Like CGI. Like, I know it's entertainment. Just it doesn't feel like it's YouTube for me. I like genuine stuff. I like genuine, like, this is why I've always been drawn to like musicians that talk about like, real life shit, and not just talk about it, but also understand it, you know, or know how to talk about it. Because it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go through it, but it means that you understand that issue and you know what you're talking about, whether you do your research or have somebody around in your life that has gone through that. Because with me, with music, like recently I made a song about like losing someone from gun violence. I have not lost somebody personally from gun violence, though I know people because of the area that I'm from that have lost people to gun violence. In fact, one of the people, I didn't know him, but he was around. He didn't get to graduate when we graduated high school because he passed away from gun violence, and he wasn't even part of that. He just happened to be there, and it sucks. That was really sad. And that's something that I understand because I am from this type of area, right? Wouldn't really make sense for me. It wouldn't make sense for me to talk about other stuff that I don't pertain to, right? So I like people that can talk about certain issues and understand those issues, even if they haven't specifically gone through them, because it's either in their environment or they have people in their lives that have gone through that. I need to make scaffolding. That's kind of what I like. That's why I relate to people that are just real, like someone like Moist Critical, right? Like, you may not like him as a person, but he's just himself. He is real, right? And again, I'm sure that they're not always being 100% themselves. Like, you can never show your complete self on the internet. There is risks to that. People may not like it, or people may judge every move, even though nobody's perfect. Like, people will judge you on the internet as if you're meant to be this beacon of I understand that influencers like sometimes are treated, or celebrities are treated like they're supposed to know it all. I'm not a celebrity, but if I do get there, I don't think I'm gonna become a much more wiser, know it all, understand everything type of person just because I have a following. No, in fact, I feel like it's the opposite. Sometimes people get over themselves, right? They think that they're great, or too good. So I think you become out of touch. I don't think you become wiser. You know what I mean? Maybe you have more life experiences than the average person, but I like to think that, we're just people. And some people don't like to act like they're just people. They like to act like they are famous influencers and all this stuff. And I don't know, I like people that I'm like, yeah, you're just a regular person, but you have the skill, you have the craft, In music, someone like Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean? That's an example that I always will give, that, he's just real, and, he's not perfect. Some people like to treat him like he is. I'm not like that. He definitely has flaws. He's hypocritical in a lot of sense, but he's a musician and he has art that I appreciate and that I think will last longer than him. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not saying what I'm doing is not meaningful, I don't think, and I would like to at some point, mostly with music, because again, that's what I'm inspired by, to do something that's meaningful once I no longer exist. This is why I make this kind of content. Either you watch this and you relate, or you don't relate. You agree or you don't agree, because I am who I am, and you're seeing that. You yourself, you're seeing oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, let me do that. You're seeing who I am. I'm putting it right in front of you, right? Oh shit. It will work out. It will work out. This looks so tacky. It looks so tacky. It's crazy. Is that even the correct? How am I gonna remove that? I'm not gonna reach that. I'm gonna to, whatever. I'll just leave it there. I'll call it the memoriam dirt. Memoriam. Did I? I have to do that. Okay. That's so tight. It is what it is. Look, guys. I don't know how to build houses. All right. So if you ever want an ugly house, you know who to call. Yeah, that was weird. That brain farted me like crazy. I was like, the X should not be there. But yes. So I don't know. I prefer content where like either, how do I put this? it's really hard to, okay, let me see if I could really make it make sense. I feel like there's two types of content, and I don't mean like, because I know YouTube now has like podcasts and stuff like that. You know, I don't know, I don't like to speak on that because I don't watch that shit. There's also like clips from like famous movies and stuff like that. I mean, when it comes from content creators, people that are known as content creators, and not celebrities going to YouTube. When it comes to content creation, right? I think there's two types of stuff. I think there's, you turning on a camera with your friends and then just being stupid in front of a camera with your friends, or maybe just by yourself, right? But it's just you in front of a camera, right? Versus turning on the camera and poking somebody and saying, "Hey, do something. Hey, do something." That's I think that's how it is. And I know that like I'm categorizing things into those two. I know there's nuances. Like sometimes, like some content, like you can argue like vlogging can be both. I can make vlogging content. I don't think I'm gonna have like. I think I'm gonna belong more in the, just turning on a camera and being stupid category. But then you definitely have content where people vlog, and it's just like, okay, bro, you're just doing crazy shit that you wouldn't do on a day-to-day basis for vlogs. Like I used to watch Roman Atwood, I think that's the name. Now I was like a kid, really really young. I actually don't know what's up with them, so I don't want to talk on people that I don't know what's going on with them. But looking back at the content, I just feel like they were just making up scenarios just to make the content more entertaining, and it makes sense, right? Like I get it. Like, why will you watch a regular family, just doing shit? Like I get it, right? But as I'm older now, I just wait. I was gonna use the dirt to whatever. Let me get some more dirt. I just feel like I don't have a reason because I know that it's just content, right? I genuinely like to watch people that I feel like are not playing a character, and you can easily tell when somebody is just playing a character, being a really dramatized version of themselves, like with streaming, right? I think streaming is, I would say is hard, not harder than a 9 to 5, though depends, like, somebody that has worked a 9 to 5, I you might not believe that, but I have, like, if all you're doing is ringing up customers, it's not that hard. You're just doing what you know every single day. Why did I do that? If you're doing a blue collar job, then yeah, streaming does not compare to that. Trust me, working in construction or working in painting houses and shit like that is, especially in the hot, it's not good. Okay, trust me, I know, right? And not even do much of that, right? Or welding, like my dad, like yeah. Being in a hot factory. I mean, well, now they have AC, but they didn't have it for a while. It sucks. But anyways, streaming is hard because you have to be entertaining at all times. Like for me, obviously, I have to keep talking because if I just stay quiet, then you're just gonna lose interest, right? I have to keep yapping and talking, thinking of ideas, and I'm stupid, so that's gonna be a bit hard for me. Where are you guys going? Where, bro? Why do you guys keep going on trees? Bro, Iron Golem. I'm gonna call you Jerry. Jerry, take care of them. They're stupid. Take care of them. Can you believe that, Barrow Man? At least you're not like them. At least you are different. Oh, he liked that. Weirdo. Weirdo. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. I do eventually want to, like, if I ever get the funding for it, I would like to make content where I do stuff like that. I do the trendy like videos. I just think that there's a way to do it, and not be just trying to sell a product, if you will, but actually, I don't know, being one with the audience. I feel like you could tell when there's people that like their audience and people that don't like their audience. Wait, did that make sense? That did not make sense. You could tell from people that they just make content, but they don't care about engaging with their audience. Like obviously I don't have an audience now, but at some point whenever I do, I'd like to do content with people. Like I don't know, like if you're gonna support me, like how do How do you do fences? Oh, there we go. That's it? Oh, wait, what? Oh. Wait, no, I didn't eat that. Ah, fuck. Does that make sense? Barrowman, I'm struggling here. Sorry about that. You see, that's something that I would usually cut in an actual video. Also, if you've noticed, I tend to slur my words sometimes. I'm sorry. That's just how I talk. I know some people don't like that, but that's how it is. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I already forgot what I was saying. That is crazy. I genuinely already forgot what the hell I was talking about there. This house just looks so tacky. Mainly because it's not leveled. I did say I was going to fix it. I forgot to do that. Should I make like a flower pot or something? Should I move Barrowman inside? How would I do that? Because they freely walk. I would need to get like... What can I use on him? Oh, I might do that whenever I can because I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know if I need redstone for that. Thinking of getting a minecart. Yeah, get a minecart and then that's what I'm gonna do because I don't want you to... Yeah, I don't want you to die. Barrowman, don't worry, I'll keep you safe. I never even looted up this place either. I don't know if there's good stuff in here. I know I looked in some houses, but I need some good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I do like to someday, that was not English, I would like to at some point make content like that. I just don't want it to be a thing where like, it's just a product, and I'm just trying to be a product. You know, it's kind of like JC once said, what did he say again? I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. And like, that's cool and all, but I feel like there's like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like at some point, right, you become out of touch and you stop being some like with the people. And I don't want to be that. I want to make art. I want to make videos. I want to do stuff that, you know, people will like, and it's not just I'm selling you a product. You know what I mean? Like if I ever do sponsors, I don't know about doing sponsors on this channel. Like I do need the money. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. So, but if I ever get to a point to where I'm good, you know, I will just keep the main channel, and at some point if I make something else, I'll keep those channels to make ad revenue. Sorry, not ad revenue. Make money from sponsors and shit. But once I can, I'm not gonna take sponsors for these videos, right? Because I want it to be genuine. Again, I'll be honest. If I get something with something, I'm made to add a sponsorship here and there because I'm broke. You know what I mean? But if I ever am in a good spot in life and my main channel and all that shit is doing good, then or streaming, I don't have to worry about this. This will just solely be a channel where I yap to you, you watch this, and then you say, what is the whole point of this guy? What's the why? What does he do? I don't have an answer to that. I just am. I just am. I'm gonna make more chests. I'm gonna be organized. I just am, and that's just what it is. I'm a weird guy on the internet, and you know I'm also gonna try my best to not look at the views. That's whatever. I'm gonna try not to look at the views. I'm gonna try not to let the numbers bother me. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna just do what I do. I'm gonna just do what I do and hope that I can make content that you guys will like, that you guys will enjoy. And yeah, that's the plan. Why do I have a chest in my... Oh my god. What even is this called? Wait, no. There we go. So yeah, I mean, eventually I like to do more content, different stuff, but right now I'm just trying to do this every day. That was the whole idea, doing this every single day, improve. You know, today for my breakfast, like I said, this week I'm gonna be really strict on my diet. So I literally just had a toast with like some spread, you know, not like a sweet spread, just like I don't even know what spread it is. I don't know if it's good, but like for health. But that's all I had. Sometimes I'd have really big breakfasts, so I'm glad what I had today. It works out, and I also woke up at 7. Next week I'm gonna start working out. The plan is to every single day, well, not every single day, but try to do better with my work ethic, improve with that, because I do want to be better. I'm too old to not be doing that. Wait, does that make sense? I need to be doing that now, because I'm 22, and I feel like time is running out, so I need to grind as much as I possibly can. So if you're younger than me, right, or if you're older than me, but especially if you're younger than me, genuinely, if you want something, put your time into it, please, because you're only getting older, and the older you get, you will be stressed as hell, because you will have a lot of responsibilities that you didn't have before. So if you are young and you really want something, you really want it, go for it, because you're only gonna get older. I'm gonna be redundant, but I need to tell you this. You're only gonna get older, and you will have less time. Okay? So right now, while you can, who cares about that Clash Royale? Who cares about that Fortnite? You know, put your time into it. Learn, study the craft. For me, this is what I'm doing is not the meta. It's not the meta. I know that. I don't have any crazy titles. I don't have a crazy soy face pointing at a modded creeper. Like, I found this in Minecraft. I don't have that. I'm not judging it. If you want to do that, you do that. Get your bag, bro. I'm not doing the meta. But I want to do this for me. This is why I'm doing this. If one day I stop, I won't regret this, because I'm doing this for me. And if you're watching this far, thank you. Because you're giving me your time that you will never get back. Thank you. I appreciate you. Genuinely, I appreciate you. That being said, don't forget to drink your water, stay hydrated. If you want something, go for it. Have a fantastic day.